Hey Chunk, how's it going, man? Let's just plug this back in over here. There we go. Back with more Mass Effect, obviously, because I'm bored and I just want to do something, anything right now.
I hope he's okay. I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
More than
The
I'd
Traverse
like.
is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
How was Mars Stream after I left for the final time?
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
If your brother's still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
The sewers are the shittiest part of the game? Well, what would you expect? It's a sewer. Hmm. Kind of like Twitter, actually. Twitter is the sewer of social media.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
It's most isolated of Earth. Never find a more villainous. The fuck's the line? You'll never find a hive of more scum and villainy. That's not the line either, but oh well, fuck it.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
That's a keeper.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Yeah. That's the quote that I was trying to remember.
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
Wait.
46 now,
Your
huh?
wife was serviceman in Nirali Bhatia.
It went up since
I'm
last
Colonel
time I
Chief
saw
Ashley
it.
Williams. I served in her unit.
Chief Williams, it is a pleasure. Nirali spoke of you with great respect.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Bhatia. Nirali was a good woman. What can we do for you?
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral.
I feel like last
And
time I
respect she
saw the
deserves.
Fowler account, it was like 42 or 3 or something like that.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Like I said, I have no control over that. That is solely on Xbox's Twitch app itself. For whatever reason, it's not putting the game title in the streams at this point. Otherwise, the title of it suggests that I'm playing Mass Effect to a certain degree. So, yeah. So, that's what I'm gonna try to do. Try to do a fun title of the stream based off of the game that I'm playing. And to a degree with the name of the game in the title. Well, it's not so much Xbox as the Twitch app, like, having issues. Like it so often does. Kind of like the YouTube app having issues earlier for us on PlayStation. That's the problem with direct streaming from consoles sometimes. Otherwise, a fun fact for you, Chunk. This is the Xbox Series S version of Mass Effect Legendary Edition now, so seeing as how it's on Game Pass, so as it came out for Game Pass, I think yesterday, I think Joshy was saying.
I'm here on behalf of Samesh Bhatia for his wife, Nirali.
Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You think her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I'm out there fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
That was that was a Paragon thing. I was gonna stream directly from my PS4 to Twitch, but decided against it because it's not as reliable as the usual capture card setup. Indeed. Although it seems like with Streamlabs, that's shitty too, so...
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
So it seems like there's issues, like, no matter what you pick, Chunk.
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Samesh, I don't know if this helps, but your wife, Nirali, loved you very much. She missed your cooking, and she played recordings of you every night before she went to sleep.
I know, Miss Williams. But thank you. It's nice to hear it again.
You used to stream from your old PS4 to YouTube with mixed results, yeah. That's why I generally prefer doing this, all this on Xbox, on Twitch, and then just porting over anything over to YouTube from here. Because usually there isn't much of an issue with Xbox and Twitch most of the time. For whatever reason there is with YouTube directly, and stuff just went live playing Animal Crossing again. Do me a favor, since I'm live, Chunk, pop over and tell Steph hi for both of us. Actually, there's other things I can do here on the Presidium, or on the Citadel, before I get out of here. Well, it's good that it's that and not Mario Kart, because I would feel like I'd be missing out on playing Mario Kart with her by being live right now. Although I feel like I'm missing out on watching great entertainment with her playing anything, but still. That thing's gonna be an issue later. Yep, sounds good, Chunk.
Got a moment? Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures, but their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Alright. Now moving on.
Welcome. I am Naylina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name,
Oh fuck.
she'll
I
make
forgot about
every
my
effort
light.
to meet you.
God damn it. There we go. Oh, that's better. I can be seen quite a bit better now.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment.
You
others
see
still for
that?
pleasure.
See
Most of the time,
see
our
what,
clients
Chunk?
won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual
You told
sense.
Steph hi?
She's merely a woman.
Thanks, Chunk.
A woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, I'm with the Spectres.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Everyone wants to meet the consort, apparently.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
In about 4 months, apparently.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
I'm Commander Shepard. Why wouldn't she?
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Fair enough, Chunk.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me.
Hey, Dark.
If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened?
What went wrong?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Alright.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Yeah, it still is Friday. Okay.
Now I must ask you to take your
I
leave.
forgot what day it was for a minute here. I was thinking it was Saturday for some reason.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. I'm a little unsure what to expect that first time.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things about the consort. It's just...
The unknown forces us out of our comfort zone. It forces us to be vulnerable.
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking.
Good. Then we are ready to begin.
To be fair, YouTube was sitting on FNT, so they had to call it early. YouTube was shitting on Friday Night Tights. In what way, Chunk?
I went fairly often when it was still the Arcos.
Yeah, ever since Fist took over, I don't go anymore.
Seems like all the best lounges are being replaced by places like Korra's Den.
Yeah, I started watching Friday Night Tights, then shortly after it started, I was scheduled to start one of my Twitch streams, which was, or no, no wait, sorry, that was the attempt to play, whatchamacallit on PlayStation with Chunk the Punk, in fact, but YouTube wasn't working too well on the PlayStation, so we only got like 2 parts of the stream of playing that game from the PlayStation Plus Instant Game Collection off before I gave up and went, let's just play it for a while until we can't play it anymore, and then the game decided to fuck up and like throw Chunk out, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm done playing then. So, what the hell was the name of it? Like, I think it was called Deep Rock Galactic or something like that. That Chunk and I were trying to play it on YouTube earlier, so, and that was during Friday Night Tights, so the fact that YouTube is having fucking issues doesn't surprise me, because we had issues with it earlier too. You didn't have any issues and you played it in single player, then maybe the multiplayer is just having a lot of fucking issues then. And maybe it's decent as a single player game. But still, a game like that is more fun from my point of view, especially when you're streaming it, like, with someone else to play it with. But that's just my opinion of most things. What the... I guess one's not enough for that guy.
Commander, what do you want?
Yeah, I'm largely not impressed with either Chunk.
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
This is the Great Turian, General. How did your kind ever defeat us?
I may be drunk, Krogan, but you're ugly. And tomorrow I'll be sober. Unless you have a cure for this ache in my gut. Go away.
Yeah, the problem, Dark, with YouTube is that you never know what their fucking problem is. On the one hand, they might be like, Bree-bots. The problem with YouTube is they might just be stifling, like, certain people's streams. Because obviously YouTube leans, like, against free speech and whatnot. Other times it might just be their servers suck. Which happens all the time too with YouTube, so... And that's the problem with YouTube. You never know what the problem is. It could be them. It could be their servers. It could be your internet connection. The thing is that if it were my internet connection, this wouldn't be happening right now. So it ain't anything on my end. Just like I imagine that, although there's a fair chance that Gary boomered it and accidentally touched something that he wasn't supposed to, so that's always a factor. But anyway.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
It's happened before. I think it's YouTube sabotage. We can't write it out considering how they lean, Chunk. But then again, to my knowledge, every tech company, including the one that we're on right now, generally leans in that general direction. So that's why we can't say a certain S word here on Twitch that we can say till we're blue in the face effectively on YouTube for some reason.
General, Did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Ha, war. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let him
Yeah.
into this? So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a gentleman?
Oh, Susan, Big Mad FNT holds almost 10k viewers. Yeah.
You're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the...
There's a number of reasons why Gary gets 10,000 on Friday Night Tights. And off the top of my head, I can think of 3 reasons. Specifically, and they are the most obvious, at least to me. As, and his sense of... Well, actually, technically 4 if you count Ryan's sense of humor. So, as his sense of humor, Ryan's sense of humor... Chrissy Mayer, who's usually on there, and X-Ray Girl. Those are the 4 reasons why I think 8,000 people show up to Friday Night Tights. The other 2,000 are for Gary, Jeremy, and everyone else, I think. Junk the Punk, I agree, since the trailer for that Star Wars hotel was taken down during FNT. Must have put a target on their back. That would not surprise me either, Dark.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or 2. Say, you're a bright
Probably need it.
Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
And that depends on what I'm doing, because I don't like doing things that are illegal. Perhaps you never know. Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why's that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think you'll believe
How
me?
am I gonna do it?
You'll bring him proof. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the Elcor.
Where to?
Who am I taking it to? And where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know,
I'll take that drink if you're not gonna have it, sir.
yourself one day.
Speaking of reservations for Galactic Star Cruiser, dropped 50%. Only 50%? I'm surprised that it didn't drop like 90 to 100%. Actually really surprised that it's only 50. At least 50? Well. Still. It should be at least like 90, if not higher. I'm still not going to pay for it. Not my Star Wars. The only reason that I am still going to be watching the Book of Boba Fett is so you guys don't have to. So I can stream my reviews of each episode. Fuck. I went the wrong way. So I can stream my reviews of each episode on YouTube on the YouTube channel of Drew Entertainment. You still have to buy drinks regardless of the $6,000 price tag. I just thought of a question that Lethal Lightning might be proud of at that point. For $6,000, do you get a hand job from Minnie Mouse?
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
I've come to talk to you about your little problem.
Curious. What do you know about the consort and her relationship to me?
I'll tell you when I get done sipping my pop, sir. uh, Everyone has their preference. As we know, Jay would probably go for Minnie Mouse because as we saw like a year or two ago in that one clip that he kept playing on his channel, Minnie Mouse is Jay's sweetheart. For me, what Disney princess? If we can go back in time with me being the age that I am, Slave Leia.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Because Princess Leia is a Disney princess.
And he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Not true. Look at this.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Now what's going on with my phone?
I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions.
Trey 50 Daniel just went live.
If you will excuse me, I must go now.
Get off the cord. There we go.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an honest mistake.
Doubtful. Perhaps you are right, human. I can only hope so. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Din, not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Apologetic. Do not listen to my Volus compatriot. It was a good thing you did, regardless of your intentions.
I like that, Elcor. The complimentary sheath for the lightsabers you buy at Galaxy's Edge are now being sold for $50. That's because Disney is getting desperate for fucking money at this point. And obviously so. Look at how much they've alienated the fan base. Look how the most hardcore of Star Wars fans are completely numb to it. Like Jeremy, Ryan, and Gary, as they keep saying on Friday Night Tights. Yeah. Like I said, Disney's getting desperate. Which means it's only a matter of time before either they have to sell Star Wars or they actually start treating it like it's fucking Star Wars at that point. Indeed. Indeed, Chunk.
That's right. It was a long time ago, though. I barely remember it. What drew you back to the Citadel? and to the consort.
I don't know exactly. It may sound strange, but I simply felt called.
That's not strange. Many of us have felt the same calling, though you are the first of your kind to respond to it.
Really? I hadn't seen any other humans working here, but I didn't want to ask.
No doubt you are just the first of many to come. It's only a matter of time now that your species is spreading its wings.
The first of many to come. Interesting.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see the sadness behind your eyes. It tells a story that makes me want to weep. Pain and loss, but it drives you, makes you strong. It is that strength that people are drawn to. It is why you lead and others follow without question. You will need that leadership in the battles to come. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
You have quite a gift, Shaira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now
I'll say something about your comment in just a sec,
I have
Dark.
done everything I can for you. Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
I'll do that. Do not underestimate the power of money to Disney. If they are hurt heavy enough in the pocket, they will sell shit just to try to get more money, because you can't make money on alienating the people who will buy the toys, who will buy multiple tickets to see your movie, who will buy games for that brand too. Because you do that, you ain't selling shit to anyone. Because the people you're trying to pander to, in this case, don't give a shit about any of it. So mark my words, at some point, if this goes far enough, Disney's gonna have to make a decision. Either bury Star Wars and keep it and never do anything with it because they've completely killed it, or try to make at least some of their money back that Iger gave to George Lucas for Star Wars in the first place. I'm willing to bet they'll sell it just to try to get something out of it. Anything at all at that point. That is not the best case scenario. The best case scenario is Disney actually turning around and actually making good Star Wars for fucking once. And appealing to fans. It's probably too far gone for a lot of the fan base, but I'm willing to bet if they turn it around, some will come back. Now, I'm not defending Disney. I will never defend Disney in any of the shit decisions that they've made. But I can see that there is a fork in the road for all of this. And all of us have to make a decision of which path to take. Disney, us, everyone. They blew $1 billion on the cruiser. Yeah, that does not surprise me in the least. Okay, it's not where I need to go. Or where I'm trying to go, I should say. I believe this is the way. Yes, it is.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Well, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Spectre status has its perks then. Master gear, sniper rifle, that's cost 331,000 credits. Holy fuck. Anyway, yeah, we'll look at that probably another time. You admire my optimism, but people nowadays don't make the best decision. And I don't see Star Wars getting any better unless KK is completely gone. My point of view is this: even if KK is gone, it's not gonna matter much, because I honestly don't expect Disney to, like, get their act together with it. Like I said, the best case scenario was Kathleen Kennedy's gone, Disney gets their act together, Lucasfilm makes good Star Wars stuff, everyone's happy. And everyone makes money, and life will go on. What I expect, what's more realistic, at least from my point of view, is Disney doesn't turn their act around. They're forced to sell Star Wars to God knows who, and then we'll have to just wait and see how Star Wars turns out under someone else at that point. And I've gone over this many times on Breaking Rocks on YouTube with my good brother Desert Nord, as well as Joshy.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is
Still
yours
need to
now.
get the rest of this
She's quick and
one
quiet, and you know the crew.
EU series
Perfect
I
for
have.
Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The Conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the Conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the Conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the Conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Well, we'll start there
Sounds like
then.
we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll be
I'll
careful.
try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I need to get back to playing KOTOR as well. Yeah. I have a series of trying to play through that as well that I've been doing on Twitch and porting over to YouTube. I'm not going to be porting this over to YouTube because of, well, certain scenes that are going to be in, well, specifically this game in particular, that I know YouTube will not like. Assuming that I wind up going down that path with any of the members of the crew. You got the Switch version? Fair enough. I have my original copy from the original Xbox, which, as any one of you who have seen, might have seen in the background of the Drudak Games podcast earlier today, which is sitting right over there, hooked up to that TV over there. Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, yeah, I started playing that on the channel as well. I think I got a video of me playing that on YouTube as well. I could continue with that as well. But I kind of want to try to save Star Wars games for like May 4th and 5th at that point. Just to stream those, like any streams I do on those days. For the most part anyway, just to celebrate Star Wars. Or should I say any good Star Wars anyway. Like Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, Republic Commando, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 or 2. That actually reminds me of a good top 10 list I could do for the podcast on Drudak Games on YouTube. The top 10 best Star Wars games. There's also a bunch of other top 10 lists that I want to put together too, like the top 10 best games, in my personal opinion, of 2021, the top worst games, and so on, as well. And then also probably revisit some like old lists that I'd done previously on the old version of the Drudak Games podcast, which was called Unauthorized Entry, which was a guy who used to work on YouTube with me and me, like, doing, like, top 10 lists, like, all the time together. Top 10 Star Wars games would be fun, yeah. In fact, I don't have anything down for the next episode of the gaming podcast. I might decide to do that for that one, but we'll see. Because usually the gaming podcast is whatever we decide to talk about, and then, which is like any headlines or topics that are worth discussing, that like any rumors about games coming out and that kind of thing. And then also anything that we think that we would just want to discuss on camera, so.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Let's get to work. Now the Normandy is our ship.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
I just had another thought for our top 10 list for the Drudat Games podcast. The top 10 videos or top 10 streams that you guys have seen on my channel. So basically it's a top 10 list based on your guys' opinion of what you found entertaining. So this is what I want to do with that. The next thing that I port over from here, actually no, screw that. On any one of the 2 parts of the most recent Free-to-Play Friday, of Chunk the Punk and I trying to play Deep Rock Galactica. I want you guys to go in the comments section and put down your top 10 favorite Drudat Games streams or videos. Thank you, Chunk. And depending on how many I get, I'll try to compile a master list based on what you guys put in there, and then basically reveal that on a future live stream of the Drudat Games podcast at that point. That actually sounds like something fun for all of us to work on together. That you guys put together your favorite things that you've seen or heard me say even, and we can discuss all of it on YouTube at some point.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
I will say what I want, or I'll say right now since he's not talking. What you can do then, Dark, is you could go to Drudat Games on YouTube and watch like past streams that I've done over there, because a lot of what I do here has also been ported over to YouTube as well. So you can watch like past stuff as well over there. And then there's also Drudat Entertainment, where I've done a bunch of streams over there as well of just talking about things. But specifically I'm talking about like my game streams though too, so. Just so you're aware of that, Dark, that there's a way to watch even more of my content that you've previously missed. That's over on YouTube on Drudat Games. So, which reminds me, Chunk, can you drop the link to Drudat Games' YouTube channel in the chat for me?
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Thank you, Chunk. There's the link to the YouTube channel equivalent of this channel. So, for you, Dark, so. He'll be ready for us.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space.
Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Fancy speeches won't stop Saren from finding the conduit. If we really want to make the captain proud, we better get this bird in the air.
Yes, sir.
Paragon +4. Alright, sounds good. Sounds good, Dark. I don't expect people to make any promises. Because if you make a promise, I expect you to live up to it. So, if you don't want to make promises, that's fine. Chunk is the best mod. Although he's usually the only mod here most of the time. If he's not, then usually Joshi pops in to fill his spot as the only mod in the stream. Keep in mind what I said, Chunk. I said it wasn't about the games that you guys played, it was your favorite streams and whatnot of the games that I've played for you guys to watch. So it's basically your favorite memories of watching me stream was the top 10 list that I was talking about, Chunk.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Guess we're gonna go investigate this right now. Let's bring Tali for this one. Since I haven't had her with yet. So, map. Here we go. Anomaly, distress signal. Here we go. Yep, straight ahead. Oh, this place. I remember this fucking planet. Did I get it? I think so.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
These are Admiral Kahoku's men. We need to tell him what happened here.
Yep. I realized that as soon as I got out of the thing and I didn't get attacked. Found some gas. Darth Megatron will probably be impressed by that. Since he's always posting like fart sounds like on Steph's streams. Therum. Come on, Rex.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone. There's a level up.
fool punches a Nathak in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
I'm trying to. I hit the wrong button again. Did not mean to throw that grenade there. Or that sticky grenade. Whatever. Right, more. Here's the point where we go on foot. I remember doing that when the game first came out, because I knew that those thrusters were there, so... That's the best way I know how to dodge, like, the low ones, is just hit the thrusters and jump over them. Always drove out the way. Driving's for losers. I jump out the way. Got that one. Yeah, I was gonna do this too. I always wondered about this scene. Ashley looks right at the thing and does not see it. that one. There's no way to revive Rex at the moment. Got that one. Never liked those Froggergoth, yeah. Finally. There's one more over here. Hiding like a little wussy. Yes, I know, Ash. Are we still doing our stream tomorrow? Borderlands 2, yeah, we can try to do some Borderlands 2 tomorrow. After I'm gonna be trying to get to the grocery store in the morning before my Skyrim stream, so after that, yeah, I'll be free all day tomorrow, Chunk, so. Because otherwise I'm not doing anything. I just need to make sure that I get out to the store by 8 o'clock in the morning when the store opens, and then get back in time before my stream on here of Skyrim tomorrow starts at 11 a.m. Possibly noon at the latest for the Skyrim thing. So after that is when we'll be doing our Borderlands 2 business on PlayStation. Which reminds me, after this I gotta double check to see if I have Handsome Jack Collection installed on the PS4 still. And to make sure I got that installed too.
Think we're good, Commander.
But yeah, but that's the current intention, to try to do that on PlayStation tomorrow. Together and see if YouTube is fucking working with the PS4 tomorrow. Hopefully it will be in comparison to what we tried to do today. But you never know with technology, sometimes, Chunks, so. But like I said, the intention is to try to do that tomorrow, yes. Fuck, wrong way. There's some Medi-Gel. So did I. Shut up, Ash. Fuck off, you.
Sterile. Protheans sure build things homey.
We want to stare at Ash's ass. That's what I'm hoping too, Chunk. Now the sexy blue lady.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
There we go.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Controller's batteries are low. Great. Where's the other? Xbox Series controller. Okay, it's over there. I think that's the one over there. Dr. Tassoni, I presume?
Tassoni, I presume.
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil. I activated the tower's defenses.
I can believe it.
Would keep them out.
They were on Eden Prime, Liara.
I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must.
They wiped out Ash's entire platoon.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Bring it on.
Can't see him behind that fin. Whoops. I keep forgetting X is not reload in this one. Decryption too low. Because I don't have a tech expert with me. And Jenkins. Yeah, and Jenkins. Nope. There we go.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit? But I don't know...
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Gonna be close, Skipper.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
If I die here, I'll kill him. Oh, Rex.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
What do you want?
There a reason you're in my way?
The same reason you're here. The Asari. Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill them. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
And that guy was a battle master. Move, rocks. God damn it. What the fuck? Fuck off, you stupid controller. God damn it. There we go. Jesus. Yeah, my controller wasn't responding at first either during that fight.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there and your pilot is making jokes?
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
$50?
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
So she's effectively 18 years old then. According to the Asari then, I'm guessing.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know if Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Welcome aboard, Liara.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to
think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Just this one time.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Next time I will be hanging up on them. If I even accept their call at all. Let's go have a chat with the crew to see where everyone's at here. Kaidan first. Since he's right here.
Anything you need, Commander?
Looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Back of my heel was itching like hell.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate it.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
How do you get from relying on ourselves to mistreating our allies?
I don't mean we should mistreat them, Commander. I just think we should be prepared to go it without them. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
You sound like one of those Terra Firma party pamphlets, Chief.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth-centrists as our own.
You're lucky. I lost my family on Mindoir. Are you related to anyone I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. I read about Mindoir. The Alliance screwed the pooch on that one. Should have had a bigger garrison. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
I saw a lot of people die. I can't sit back and let things like that happen.
Amen to that.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
And there's why I leave Ashley off for my...
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I'm glad there won't be a problem.
Anything else you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
And now the most adorable personality on the crew. At least in my opinion.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have have to thank you again for bringing me
My
along.
arm. Ow.
Traveling on a vessel like this.
Leaning on the desk that long hurts.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival
She
of my
can't
people.
trust other aliens, so are you saying that Ashley Williams is an alien there, Dark?
But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
That was 300 years ago.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Do they always accept?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Forgot to talk to Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Well, we found the alien that wants to probe our anus here. It's Liara.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Let's talk to Joker before I continue. Don't want to forget about the pilot of this old, beautiful ship.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun, fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bone.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
All right, see ya. Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Well, we'll go investigate that right now then. And after we talk to her, I think I'll probably call it a night for this stream at that point. And if you guys are up for it, we can raid someone on the way out at that point. Because there are people live right now.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
I see lethal lightning, there's horror,
Officer is ashore.
Amarota,
has the
Shay What Now, I'm gonna ignore her, the Shagsworth and Trey 50 are all live right now. What now?
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
Captain Anderson made it clear to me that my assignment came from way up in the brass. They say jump, I say how high.
Remember that when I tell you to jump. I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
You don't approve of the Normandy's design?
This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
What did you find out of order?
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates, rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Anyway, now that that's finally over.
Has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Commander Shepard, sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Girard down in the docking bay. There is a woman here. She was rescued from Batarian slavers a few weeks ago. She is from Mindwar. I guess she was taken in the raid on your town.
She's been a slave for the past 13 years? Is she all right?
Not really. She's a little messed up. She got free somehow, grabbed a gun from one of my guys. Now she's holed up here in the docking bay. She says she wants to die. I hoped you'd talk to her. It's a long shot, but you went through the same thing. The raid. I figured maybe you could talk her out of her tree.
I'm on my way, Lieutenant. Sit tight.
Anything you could do would be great. I don't want to... she's been through enough. I'll have my men stand by for you.
Khalisah bint Sinan al-Jilani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
Yeah, yes, Dark, that is a, backstory-based, thing. For the fact that my Commander Shepard, grew up on the planet, on the planet that raid happened, and that girl at the docking bay that guy was talking about was taken in that very raid in which my Commander Shepard, lost his parents.
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Many details are still classified, I'm afraid. I can tell you she's a fine ship and has the best crew I've ever served with.
Some members of that crew are aliens, as I recall. Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
Yay. This way. To fast travel to the Presidium. So we're off to meet with the what's-her-face that contacted us while we were on the ship.
Commander Shepard, I am Nasana Dantius. I see you got my message.
Are you in trouble?
Sounded like you needed some help.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on the cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
Oh. The Admiral you're talking about. I believe I've encountered him with every single Shepard that I've ever played, because I've done every backstory for every Commander Shepard that I've done. He shows up every single time for me, Dark.
You want me to hunt down the people who killed her?
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive. The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
Do you want me to deliver the ransom?
I've already transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her. They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to C-Sec immediately. But I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
You want me to find her and bring her back?
You only need to bring her back. I've already found her for you. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small mercenary band operating out of the Artemis Tau cluster.
I need you to go to the Merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back. You shall be well rewarded.
Don't worry. I'll bring your sister back.
Thank you, Shepard. I knew you were the right man for the job. Come back and see me when the job is done.
That's probably true, Dark. So I'm gonna head back to the ship, save it there, and then we will see who's live when I get there to raid.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Actually, I'll save it here because I forgot. I gotta deal with this. And I will deal with... can't save it here. Fuck. Can I save it back downstairs then?
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma cluster.
Well, Trey 50 is one of my followers, so... And he's got 6. He's playing Dark Souls 2 right now. Yeah, and then I know that Lethal and Horror would appreciate getting raided too, so... But first I need to find a place where I can save this thing. Okay, good, I can save it right here. We'll save it here. At save number 2. Alright. And I will deal with that flashing stuff next time when I play this. Where did I put my streaming schedule? So, tomorrow, I'll be doing Skyrim over here and on YouTube, Borderlands 2 with Chunk, if everything works. Sunday is generally, we try to do Among Us, but I'm gonna move that to a different day, because not a lot of people seem to be around on Sundays to play Among Us, so I'll be doing something different on Sundays, but playing Among Us on the channel is largely just gonna... We're gonna have to discuss that to see when people will be available for that going forward. Otherwise, Monday, Marvel games. And we'll see, because I normally work Mondays, and next week I do have to work next Monday, so... No, actually, no I don't. Never mind. I don't have to work Monday, so Marvel and some more of this on Monday then. Tuesday, after work, will be something from my backlog. Wednesday's Witcher these days. Arcade Thursdays. Free Play Friday, so PlayStation Plus and Games with Gold. And then Saturdays is usually Skyrim, like I said, so... Tomorrow, even though it'll be tomorrow in like 50 minutes... But, like I said, after I get back from the store, I will be doing the Skyrim stream, and then later on in the afternoon, after that, with Chunk, some Borderlands on YouTube. With that in mind, let me get to doing this properly here. Since I did all my talking already before I even typed anything in the chat. So, Lethal Lightning or Horror or Murata. Or Amurata. Everyone has trouble saying her damn name. For some reason. So, Lethal's playing Call of Duty, Horror is playing 7 Days to Die, and Trey's playing Dark Souls. Which game would you rather see someone playing? Dark Souls, 7 Days to Die, or Call of Duty Warzone? Oh, and the Shagsworth is also live playing Dark Souls 3. Okay, so he just went live. So we got 2 Dark Souls, 7 Days to Die, and Call of Duty. What do you guys think in the chat? What of those games sounds good to you to check out somebody streaming one of those? So I guess there's no opinions in the chat. All right. Then we're gonna go for Horror then, once again. And I'll see you guys in her chat. Have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Once over here, once on YouTube. At various times. And I already tweeted out what time the Skyrim thing will start. I'm going to try 11, but expect me by at the latest noon Central Standard Time tomorrow. Over here on YouTube. And then like in the late afternoon. By no later than noon here on Twitch, and sometime in the late afternoon to the evening, potentially with a chunk on YouTube. But we'll see what time I end tomorrow's Twitch stream. But later, guys. Yep. That's right, Dark. If you are in the Eastern time zone, that will be 1 p.m. at the latest your time. So yeah, so 11 a.m. Central, noon Central, to 12 or 1 your time, respectively. See you guys tomorrow still, yeah.